Guys, your boy Benny. In every great story or sporting event or movie, there's always a turning point where all of the energy shifts towards the good guys. And if we are looking at our own political timeline as a movie, then this is that turning point. This is Donald Trump, the Trump Dynasty, with his two sons, Eric and Don, and Robert F. Kennedy, leading the entire 25,000 people in Madison Square Garden in a USA, USA, USA chant. Right before the heavyweight champion of the world, jumps the fence, hands Donald Trump the championship. Incredible moment. And then kneels down and praises Trump and vibes with Trump. This is the undisputed world heavyweight champion who shouted out Trump after his victory.
Thank you to President Donald Trump for being here tonight.
And then hit the Trump.
Can I get
honestly, President about as good as Trump.
Hey, what do you guys think about my version of the Donald Trump? Check it out. USA! USA! Let's
Come
go!
on, man. It's just great. Listen to that. More USA chants from the 25,000 people that are in downtown New York City, Madison Square Garden. The fighter talking about how he's proud to be a Christian, proud to be a Trump supporter. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the vibe shift that we have been waiting for. This is officially the vibe shift. The vibe shift is finally here. And it wasn't just the heavyweight champion fighter. It was also other fighters up and down the card saying that this moment in American history is justice for Peanut the Squirrel, and that Doge is the organization that's going to save the federal government. The young men getting activated and getting interested in their federal government, in their culture, is going to save culture. This is the greatest existential threat to the machine, who has existed on feminine and feline energy, boxing men out, degrading and discouraging men so that they lose focus and lose track of this society and their place in it. Now, you've seen that in multiple hoaxes. You've seen that with the aggressive, obnoxious energy of fraud like AOC. Remember when she didn't have any handcuffs? Yeah. But AOC's own electorate seems to be turning on her. AOC's district saw a massive shift to Trump during presidential election. This is very interesting. AOC's home base is seeing red. Far-left Democrat New York Rep. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez constituency swung towards President-elect Trump by one of the largest margins in the entire city. So all those people chanting for President Trump inside of Madison Square Garden at the UFC event, yeah, that is AOC's constituents. In 2020, 77% of AOC's congressional district, parts of Bronx and the Queens, cast their vote for Joe Biden. Trump snagged just 22%. Analysis of voting records shows. That yawning 55% gap was cut in half this week, with Vice President Kamala Harris securing under 65% of the ballots cast in New York 14 to Trump's 33%, according to the unofficial voting records. So AOC's district is swinging to Trump. The once deep blue city saw roughly a 15-point swing overall towards Trump since 2020, Harris raking in roughly 68% of the votes compared to a little more than 30% for a Republican nominee. Like the rest of the country, New York saw a big shift rightward on election night. Voters soundly rejected Biden-Harris AOC record of inflation, open borders, and progressivism, says New York State GOP spokesman. The far left Firebrand's own outer borough district, notably overlaps with the Bronx neighborhood, actually went Republican. There's a first Republican to hold public office in the borough in nearly 2 decades. Everyone sees AOC as a darling of the left and coming from a district that reflects these politics, said Democrat strategist Jake Delamani. But the part of the borough that she represents is one of the most conservative parts of the Bronx. He says that she may actually potentially be under threat of losing her seat. A reminder that Donald Trump spent the 2024 campaign for months in New York. He did because of lawfare supported by AOC. He did multiple campaign rallies in the Bronx and in Harlem, went to a barber shop in the Bronx, talked with those guys, didn't get a haircut, but asked for one. Very interesting and great moment in the campaign. So AOC is starting to feel the pressure. The fraudulence of AOC's career is beginning to unwind, and she's starting to realize that just engaging in the step-by-step woke progressive political playbook is not going to cut it in her district any longer. So, ladies and gentlemen, AOC has begun a subtle evolution in her political career. Subtle changes to AOC's X account that her progressive followers missed. Famously progressive Democrat Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez raised eyebrows by removing her pronouns from her X account. The move from the squad maker, 35, is seen as one of the most liberal members of Congress, is seen by some as a sign that the cultural tide is turning with Donald Trump's win. So wait a second, AOC removed her pronouns? Let's go ahead and check. RIP AOC's pronouns 2020 through 2024. So this was AOC's account on X before, and here it is now. Has AOC explained what this change might be about? AOC removes her pronouns from bio. AOC next year. Oh no! When she switches parties, how will we know what to call AOC? Well, now that her pronouns in her bio are gone, says Riley Gaines. AOC took the pronouns out of her bio. We'll continue to refer to her as dip. Oh, well, there you go. All right. No more pronouns for AOC. Also, representative to Congresswoman. The election killed the woke era. This is what many are saying, that wokeness is now officially dead. AOC, as one of the typhoid Mary contagion points of wokeness, now admitting total defeat here. The occasional cortex, AOC, why did you remove your pronouns? How are we supposed to know your sex and gender now? That's amazing. Look at that. This is just, and these tweets are doing huge numbers. This is seen by nearly 10 million people from libs of TikTok, 9.2 thousand reposts, 84,000 likes. Nature is healing. Holy smokes. Marjorie Taylor Greene, AOC needs to explain herself after shoving gender lies and insane ideology down people's throats for years. Why she removed her pronouns? Well, because AOC, just like everybody else in politics, is recognizing that this garbage doesn't work. The American people reject it. They have rejected hyper extremism, wokeism, and far left Marxist ideology. Even though AOC has regularly said that she's, a huge fan of pronouns. This
Sorry
is from
about
2 years
that.
ago.
They used to be on there. Let me go in and check.
Please add
And
pronouns.
see if I can
to your
add
IG
them.
profile.
Sorry about that. They used to be there. I guess they fell off, but I'll put them on right now.
Oh, there you go. Done. Thank you for pointing out, says AOC 2 years ago when her party had power. How transactional, how unbelievably fake. Why does it surprise anybody that somebody who would pull this stunt would be so fake? Remember, she was just yelling into an empty parking lot. There was nothing on the other side of this fence. She was yelling into an empty parking lot. AOC now taking to bashing Kamala Harris. AOC removing the pronouns from her bio is a major vibe shift. Yes, that's exactly correct. AOC is bashing Kamala Harris. Hold on. The question is, do you buy the argument that woke loses elections? Like saying Latinx.
I really don't like fake people, and they're sick and tired of fake politicians. And so what I actually think is worse is saying something you don't believe. And so if during the entire time in campaign season, you're saying that you're down with trans people or like the LGBT community, and then you lose an election, and then the next day you say all that stuff was wrong. I actually think what people are more upset about is someone was doing something they didn't believe and just saying something. Like, if you actually weren't about that life, why did you campaign as though you were?
AOC down bad, going after Kamala Harris and asking people what podcasts they listen to. AOC is building a list of podcasts, hit list for the federal government. Don't take the bait, boys. Here we go. What podcast do you listen to? Just let me know.
Podcasts are you listening to? Which accounts are you subscribing to? I'm interested, like genuinely. Let me know which ones specifically, which accounts, which podcasts, etc.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a fascinating time. AOC removing her pronouns. You know that AOC has been flirting big time with Elon Musk. Elon Musk regularly hitting on AOC on the X platform. Could this potentially be a cultural moment? Is this what we act? Is this what America really needs to see? Is AOC and Elon Musk finally going to hook up? We don't know. We're not sure. She's definitely MAGA curious. After Dems lost the election by relying on the mainstream media to brainwash American, AOC asked, what podcasts do Trump people listen to? Meanwhile, John Fetterman is saying that Donald Trump is doing God-tier level trolling to own the libs in perpetuity. AOC is just reading the tea leaves. She's a politician after all, and she knows that the cultural moment for the left is over, and that is the number one power vector that the left counted on, being able to affect culture, being able to be the cool kids. And now Donald Trump and conservatives are culture and are the people who are creating culture. The left is totally atrophied. Every one of their celebrities, every one of their movie stars, every Taylor Swift, it did nothing. It actually hurt Kamala Harris. We're in charge of culture now. And AOC is losing her pronouns. Sliding into Elon Musk's DMs is got to be next. What do you think? It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.